Time magazine unveiled its Person of the Year issue today, and instead of an individual, it's a group, the Ebola fighters. 5 different magazine cover versions will go out featuring Ebola's frontline fighters. One is Dr. Kent Brantley from Fort Worth. He's in the upper right-hand corner of your screen there. He contracted Ebola in Liberia, beat it in the United States, and then helped others beat it too. Dallas nurse and Ebola survivor Nina Pham is one of the healthcare workers who got Brantley's blood plasma and recovered. Pham is also featured in Time magazine as one of the Ebola fighters. Thomas Eric Duncan is the only person to die from Ebola in the United States, and Pham was his nurse. We started our conversation there.
I think at first I didn't know the magnitude that it would have, and it didn't really hit me until the second day when I took care of him that we found out, confirmed that he was positive, and I started crying not because I thought I had it, but just because it was such an outer body experience, and just taking care of him for the next 2 weeks and having the whole world watch you. It was a very surreal experience.
Did you feel that kind of pressure? You said the whole world was watching.
I did, yeah. You know, after I found out he was positive, it was just, I thought, you know, the next time I walk into that room is probably the most dangerous place in America. That's what went through my head.
How are you doing now?
I'm doing good, you know, just trying to focus on my health and staying with my family. And so just taking it one day at a time.
Are you back at work? Do you plan to go back to work?
I'm not back at work currently. I don't know what my future has in hold, but I'm thankful for that future.
There was a lot of fear everywhere, really, about this. Were you surprised at sort of the negative reaction some of these Ebola fighters got when coming home and mixing with the public? Did that surprise you? I don't think you got any of that, but some people did.
I mean, I think all of us got it for sure, like starting with Mr. Duncan. We had people calling to the unit, you know, saying some negative things, and we were just trying to help this guy. I think people acted out of fear. They didn't go with the science and the facts. It doesn't surprise me. There's always going to be those types of people. It makes me sad that there are, you know, the negative comments about us, the Ebola fighters, when we're just trying to, you know, help everyone else and protect everyone else.
Do you think the Time cover will help some of that, maybe?
I hope so. I hope it brings light to the people, especially in West Africa, that are doing this on a daily basis, risking their lives in the trenches, working with Ebola patients in a third world country when the epidemic is so outrageous there. So I hope this all sheds light to those hidden heroes.
Funny question. Do you get recognized? Do people know you?
I
Do you?
Yeah,
What's
sometimes.
that like?
It's funny. A lot of it's been positive. You know, just going to Target and people asking to take my picture. It's just so funny. But it's been cool to meet people that have been inspired by the story.
Don't mean to steal your thunder, but I think just as famous is probably Bentley, right?
Right. I think even more famous.
If I didn't ask how he was doing, people would be disappointed in me. So how's Bentley doing? What's he up to?
He's doing good. He's just hanging out at home, living the life, you know, playing with toys, going on walks. Just life of a typical dog.
That's great. All right, what do you think is next for you? You say you're not back at work now.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do the most good returning there? Dr. Kent Brantley yesterday was talking about he's going to go spread the word about Ebola and how important the fight against it is. Do you have a role doing that, or what are you thinking about?
I think, you know, that is a big option for me, just to have this, since I have this national spotlight. I could be a voice for even nurses and the outbreak in Africa, just shedding light. And I hope that my future in some way, whatever I end up doing, goes back to helping find a cure for Ebola, whether it's, you know, using my blood as research or whatever it may be, or shedding light, just speaking with people about my experience. I hope that it sheds some light.
Do you think Ebola will be back in the United States?
I hope not, but, you know, I think that it could be, and that we need to work on how to prepare better.
In the Time issue, Pham says she suspects, in the issue of Time, that she got infected in the first few days, nursing Duncan when he didn't have control of his body fluids, and she was being asked to do blood sticks and catheters that were very high risk. She's 26 years old, as nice as can be, and happy to be alive.
And I think it's great. She wants to maybe do what Dr. Brantley's doing with helping to spread awareness. You know, she mentioned in your story a little bit about sort of the negative comments. Texas Presby got a lot of negativity about policies and procedures. Did she address any of
That
those
was off
things?
limits, the parameters, I'm not sure.
Oh, they said no talking
She
about
had kind of representatives there, and those were off limits. Legal, hospital. She works for Presbyterian,
Right.
you know, so, well, not currently, but she's affiliated.
Of course.
I don't know who set the parameters, but
No talking
those were
about
the
that.
parameters. She wasn't going to answer those questions.
Well, she seemed great.
Oh,
very
nice
personable
person.
and
Yep, nice as can be.
all right.